Really good trading day on the short side. We are at brand new equity peaks in the 50K portfolio, up on the day around plus 3,400 in the hypotheticals and around up 3,200 in real trading. Had some slippage on the Cobra 3 entry by 10 points, some pretty big slippage. Some news came out right at the entry, and so that slipped the market, but it never went against us. So the signal price was the high of the day of the trade, and the 200K portfolio right now has one position left open. It's up plus 1,500 on the day at the current prices, and we're short 1 ES. So we'll see how that trade goes through on the day. Gave some back with the chop. You see the divergent chop at the end of the day. Dip buyers coming in and propping the market up again. From this point, it made some lower lows here, but not much. And then there was a big counter trend bounce here that got some shorts out and got some strategies long. Same thing in the S&P. I typically like to look at the NASDAQ because I can see the swings a little better in the NASDAQ. The S&P sometimes is stealth, but lately, same thing. You just see this straight down, and then it won't trade any lower than that. It's a common pattern. Dip buying comes in. Heard some interesting commentary today that the market can be like a vampire. A bull market can be like a vampire. It's very slow to kill. And so despite the news flow of the negative data, the market always says it wants to climb the wall of worry. But fundamentally, at some point you have to look at the reality. And with rising interest rates and some of the other data coming in, some of the technical levels, and the fact that we haven't had a larger pullback favors more of a pullback. But we'll see if we'll see when that happens. We just trade our strategies. Even though we're due for more of a pullback and more selling, we don't always get what we're due. So we're just here to trade the moves. We did anticipate a big move going into the end of the month now, since we haven't had one in a while, and we got one. So good trading day. Celebrate those equity peaks when we get them on the 50K portfolio, and still working on getting out of the drawdown in the 200K portfolio that we're in. Let's go over the trades on the day. Gold. Let's start with gold. Gold's been a challenging market, but it was profitable today. Shorting Asia Gold 4 short plus 975, and the shorts on the day in the stock indexes were also another highlight. Cobra 3 Nasdaq was a big winner for us. Their stock index swing plus 475. But Cobra 3 profit target version plus 2875. The non-profit target version also worked. The market did close near its lows, though, even though it's choppy, plus 3710. That helped the non-profit target versions on the Cobras do better than the profit target versions. Tick Pulse plus 3305. We didn't trade that one. QS3 minus 725. Tick Count Trend plus 475. AT 2020, another big one in the 200K portfolio, plus 3255. And that's the NQ1. NQ2. 60-minute breakouts did not get a new entry today. That was good. No trades there on 60-minute breakout A. 60-minute breakout B minus 1300 stopped out on a entry from yesterday. PR breakout, no trades. VSD long only minus 2245. VSD long short plus 3420. Gap continuation. We traded this one. This is frustrating. That counter trend rally got us out near that high. Did make one more high, but this one was a good strategy, and the market did finally roll over down here to these lows, and so that prop up got us out on a $700 stop loss. Cobra 3 big stop loss with the profit target plus 2875. EVP1. Now, I didn't get the short trade on my TradeStation 10 for live trading, so there's a difference here between TradeStation 9.1 and TradeStation 10. Sometimes the data is different. I'm going to try to resolve that, but it would have been a nice trade to have. Was hoping EVP1 would take this short today, and it didn't in the live platform, and I look at the research platform, and it has it in TradeStation 9.1, so I'm going to see how to get rid of that so it doesn't show up in our data, since most of us are on TradeStation 10. And so on the day, this was down minus 1,025 since it did not get this $2,700 short trade. Viper 2008 and Viper 2021 down on the day. You see the chop here, how it affected this strategy. Trying to short these rallies, and the market just keeps rallying instead of going lower. The trend won't continue. The concept of trend continuation, the market had sold off quite a bit, but typically you typically see more trend continuation days than we've seen in recent years, with the market just stopping in the afternoon, any sort of selling. And let's look at ES. Cobra 3 non-profit target plus 1137.50. This is the non-profit target version. Exit at the end of the day. This is the profit target version plus 575. AT 2019 plus 2362.50. Adaptive moving average plus 987.50. Minus 1525 in night trader. And let's look at ES2. Night trader VSD minus 1525. Gap continuation in reverse. Another one that we were up 1,000 on this strategy, and we get stopped out at the end of the day on this one. Brought us back to around break even, minus 75. VSD long only, minus 2,062.50. Let's look at crude oil. Quite a few trades in crude oil. We didn't take all of these. SR counter trend 2 V2 1M minus 825, 5M minus 825, 15M minus 825. You see gap up and then roll over. Big volatility. We're seeing this market run away, and then when it pulls back, it slams hard. We may need to adjust this and buy bigger dips in this market as prices go higher. If volatility remains like this, some of the strategies maybe we should keep at the current levels, while others we look for bigger dips. And SR counter trend 4 got a bigger dip and then held to the end of the day plus 45. And then minus 825. SR counter trend 3 A and B were plus 475 on the day. We're able to get out on that rally before it rolled over again. And then Cobra Crude got short on the conservative and aggressive, plus 115. Got long on gap fill in reverse, minus 525. Natural gas, same thing. Bull markets, we see this in equities. They go up at night, gap up at night, and then roll over or go sideways during the day. And we're seeing this, big pullbacks though in the energies. A lot of volatility. We did capture this trade right here, SR counter trend 2 V2 and 1M now plus 475, and then got stopped down on SR counter trend 3 natural gas minus 825. We didn't take these trades, minus 825 each, or this is minus 825 and this was plus 475. So that's natural gas. RBOB didn't trade that today, minus 827.50 though on that strategy. We've gone over gold, silver, no trades, copper, no trades. Euro currency minus 193.75, and soybeans, no trades on the day. Just a uneventful market lately in soybeans. Wouldn't be surprised to see soybeans have a big rally at the end of the year. And let's look at the optional and old strategies. We traded 60-minute breakout. This is the one we're still short. We were still short 60-minute breakout. We had 2 good trades here. Short. And the real trend is at night. We got this leg and then we got the second leg down. So that was pretty nice on this strategy to capture this. And then trying to short it intraday, came around and got stopped out. Tried to short it here at the end of the day. We'll see. Seems like the market is strongest in the Asian session, and then weakest during Europe, and then strong again during the U.S. session. So European session, the market seems weakest, and so be researching that. I hate to adjust a strategy based on the session times, because those are usually short-lived. Not usually that defined, but lately this is what I'm seeing is the European session is where the real trend is. So overnight, and those are the trades on the day for September the 28th. 2 trading days left in this month and in this quarter. October the 1st starts on Friday. Once again, we celebrate the equity peaks in the 50K portfolio, and we are glad to be up on the day in the 200K portfolio. Should have the portfolio calculator results posted later today.